The episode begins with three teenagers, Charlie, Donna, and Jill, playing a game of Truth or Dare in Toledo, Ohio. During a session, Jill is dared to summon Bloody Mary by saying the name 3 times in front of a mirror. Initially, nothing happens, but later, Donna's father, Stephen Shoemaker, is found dead under bizarre circumstances, with his eyes bleeding. The Winchester brothers learn about the case and head to Toledo to investigate. Dean discovers that the victim died from severe brain hemorrhaging, but the exact cause remains inexplicable. Their investigation reveals that Bloody Mary, a vengeful spirit, targets individuals who harbor secrets involving deaths or feelings of guilt. Charlie confesses to Sam and Dean that she believes the spirit was truly summoned and that Jill might be the next victim. Jill, in an unguarded moment, encounters her distorted reflection in a mirror and is killed in a manner similar to the first victim. Bloody Mary's presence is confirmed when Dean finds similar marks on other mirrors in the house. As they try to trace the origin of the spirit, the brothers discover that Mary Worthington, a young woman who was brutally murdered, was buried in Indiana, but her spirit is tied to a mirror that reflects her rage and desire for revenge. The mirror was sold and is now in Toledo, allowing Mary to travel through reflective surfaces and continue her killings. During this time, Sam is haunted by his own nightmares and guilt, especially concerning the death of his girlfriend, Jessica, whom he couldn't save. This chapter sets the stage for the confrontation, highlighting Sam's emotional complexity, Dean's determination, and the dangerous nature of the spirit. It also delves into the mysteries behind Bloody Mary, raising tension and creating the groundwork for the final battle. Let me know when you'd like the second chapter. Here's the second chapter of the detailed summary in English. Sam and Dean devise a risky plan to confront Bloody Mary and stop her killing spree. They determine that the best way to draw her out is to use themselves as bait. Knowing that Bloody Mary targets those with deep guilt, Sam volunteers to summon her. Despite Dean's objections, Sam's unresolved feelings about Jessica's death make him the perfect target for the vengeful spirit. The brothers acquire the original mirror tied to Mary Worthington's spirit and take it to an abandoned building. Sam stands in front of the mirror and calls out to Bloody Mary, reciting her name 3 times. The spirit emerges, her eyes bleeding, and she begins to torment Sam by reflecting his guilt back at him. She accuses him of knowing Jessica was in danger and doing nothing to save her. Overwhelmed by the emotional weight, Sam begins to falter under her attack as his reflection distorts and his eyes start bleeding. Dean intervenes just in time, using a crowbar to smash the mirror and momentarily disrupt Bloody Mary's power. However, her spirit isn't destroyed completely, as her essence shifts between nearby reflective surfaces, continuing her assault. The brothers realize they must confront Mary directly within the mirrors. In a final, desperate act, Sam lures her back to her own reflection in the shattered pieces of the original mirror. The tactic works. Mary's spirit is consumed by her reflection, ultimately destroying herself. After the ordeal, Sam and Dean leave Toledo, but the emotional aftermath lingers. Sam admits that he feels responsible for Jessica's death and struggles to move forward. The episode ends with Sam seeing a vision of Jessica in his sleep, suggesting that his guilt and grief remain unresolved. This closing moment deepens the emotional stakes of the series, while the resolution of the case demonstrates the brothers' growing resourcefulness and unbreakable bond in the face of supernatural threats. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like.